Sunday, my friends. Welcome to Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. It's live. I'm Melody if you're new here. I go live every Sunday. We got one person in here already. Wow, that's amazing. Hello, Cosmic Cultivators. I've missed you. We need to catch up. So yeah, tonight is going to be garden talk, my friends. But how are you? Chris, Gina, is everything okay with Dad? I've been thinking about you. You're weighing heavy on my heart, so please let me know that Gina's okay, you guys are okay. I just heard a weird bang. So, I know Garden State Gardener. I think it was his wife's birthday. We spoke on the phone. He helped me out with something with YouTube. And he was only going to go live from 8 to 9. So, I'm just trying to get situated. So yeah, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. 3 people. Say hello. 3 people in here. Can you hear and see me okay? She's never ever late. Hello, Shelly and Anthony. Hello, Melody, she says. Happy Sunday, Shelly. Get ready for some gardening talk. Melinda Elliott, hello, my friend. Happy Sunday. Chris, hello. Yes, I can. Thank you. I wanted to make sure there's no problem straight from the gate. How is everyone on this Sunday? Can see you and hear you fine. Thank you, Chris. Susan's Ramblings. Hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. At home with Tom and Rhonda Howard. Hello, my friend. I just watched a video that Jared, well, I guess you did, or Jared Crocker. I don't know. You're losing your neighbor. Are you devastated? Oh, if my internet will behave. Well, hopefully it behaves, Melinda, because we are going to be doing some talking about food security and why I think you absolutely should be growing a garden. And I probably need to conduct myself a little bit differently without scaring people. 40 and broke. Hello, happy Sunday. Hello, Melody. Hope all is well. Everything is well. I'm just a little chilly tonight, so I have like a poncho over. I know you can only really see from here up, but yeah, so I thought, you know what? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, I've been a little laxy-daisy with YouTube between my grandson catching COVID, my daughter, her fiance, my grandbaby. It's just been crazy. But yeah, welcome 40 and broke. Welcome everyone. Fart. I was just talking to you about you. I can kid you not. Chris is on here right now. I said, I really hope Anfisa comes on. I just saw her letting her birds out so they could roam around a little bit. Of course, I watch her Instagrams, My stories have been a little bit crazy lately, but I only do it in my stories. I don't do it on my page. But welcome. I'm glad you're here this Sunday. How are you? Crazy Ed's Homestead. Hello. Happy Sunday. So, gardening talk. Are we ready, my friends? Because, oof, is Cosmic Cultivator still here? Did I miss anyone? I want to say hello to everyone and really try my darndest not to fall behind. At home with Tom and Rhonda. Howard, everyone say hello. Someone could share the chat out. That would be awesome. We were doing really well the last few weeks, like 30, 40 people. Last week, I think it was like 25. And thank you to everyone who watches the playbacks. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, we're looking at 10 people. Let's share the live out if you don't mind. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. Gear. Hello, Gear. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hey, a big leg. And howdy, hey, all y'all. I like that. Gardening talk? Yes, gardening talk. Everybody use he. Joe Serrano. Hello, Melody. What's such a young and pretty lady? And you're, it's your grandmom? Yeah, I am. I have my granddaughter, but, if you haven't heard, it's like my thank you, Gear, for sharing that out. If a couple people can share it out, that'd be awesome because my lives have been doing fairly well and I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, my grandson got COVID, and then it made its way to my granddaughter. And then my daughter and her fiance, just terrible. Doing great, just listening, drinking some homemade ginger beer. Oh, that sounds good. I was thinking about a cup of tea, and then I realized I didn't have my cream around here. Tim, Tiny Tim Posse, howdy, happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. So, as you can see by the title, I think it's time for this Sunday to get a little serious with some gardening talk. I did post what am I planning at the end of January. If you did not see that video, you can go take a look at it. Hello, LP. Happy Sunday. But yeah, you can go back and take a look at what I'm planning the end of January, and you can follow along. I started my broccoli. I'm going to keep it real because you know I keep it real on this channel. And I had an exact number of broccolis I wanted to plant because I don't know if you know this or not, you never have enough broccoli. My chickens were so happy to be free today. The snow melted and they weren't afraid to go outside. I know, I saw that on Instagram. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, girl, gardening talk. Yep, LP, we're going with it. Crafted Branch Homestead, hello and happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, if anyone else can share this live out, it would be greatly appreciated. I don't know if Cosmic Cultivators is still on here. Is everything okay with your hair? Who are you talking about, Chris? My hair? My hair is fine, I guess. I don't even know. Anyway, so back to the video that I posted about what am I growing at the end of January. So if you want to follow along, you can. I did that video 3 times with a specific date. Why don't we start like the 19th? First it was the 14th, it was the 19th, and it was just been so crazy that I didn't even bother to post it. And then I just made a whole new one and I posted that. I was a little quiet on YouTube this weekend because I got my tree done. It just needs to be taken down to the basement. So that was something I needed to get done. Crafted Branch Homestead, weird year. My broccoli is still going strong in New Mexico. That's awesome. But you ever notice though, like last year I did broccoli and then I was like, definitely was not enough broccoli. So if you do 6 plants, you're getting 6 heads. If you want to leave them in there, you can get the sprouts. I can't leave it in there because I'm going to be planting things that I can harvest before all the bugs come, and then I'm going to be dropping something else in. A lot of people wanted to know how I grew that much food on Shed Wars. So if you follow along on the channel, the videos, I will try to be a little bit of a better teacher. I'm sorry, I just get nervous sometimes. I know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it doesn't come out right. So where are we at? I did 18 broccolis and never got to my last 6 cell till tonight because I want 24 broccolis. I still have to do my cabbages and my cauliflowers because I'm not willing to grow cauliflower. If you know anything about cauliflower, broccoli, what else am I doing? Cauliflower, broccoli, oh, the cabbage. I am going to do some kale. It's so hard to do cauliflower with the bugs, and none of these plants like the heat. So let's go with that. So I'm going to let them in the house for the whole month of February, and I'm going to put them outside in March, depending on the weather, probably under a row cover, and I'm hoping to have that, let me see, March, April, May, it's like a 60, 65 day, so May, middle of May, I'm planning on harvesting it out, and then I'll put the next thing in. Hello, Teresa Shans, hello, how are you? Sheila B, happy Sunday. Hello from North Carolina. Kitchen shenanigans, my darling, you're never late. And I did like the basket idea, and that was a kind gift that someone did. Crazy Ed's in here saying hello, Tim and Joe. Gear said, should have left the tree up all year long. Listen, welcome to my channel. I get anxiety. I've been overwhelmed. The tree was beautiful, and I did leave it up thinking I would get that picture for me and my grandson, and no. Because then he spread it through the whole household, and I am in this little cocoon over here. So I'm just trying to watch my P's and Q's, so I don't get it. So I finally took it down. Never enough broccoli, says Gear, and I agree. I was like hoarding my broccoli that I grew last year, which turned out great. Uh, Joe Serrano's in here. Maybe he'll have a better memory than me. I grew a specific broccoli that was like a shorter broccoli. It gave you a decent head. Wasn't this type of head. It kind of did look like a little bit of a cabbage patch, but I was able to get that out there. I built the garden, what, March? Let me say January, February, March. And went through all that, and then boop, I put the broccoli and the cabbages out, but didn't do cauliflower, and I did put my kale out. And I still was able to get it out of the ground in time. Um, Chris said I like the Christmas tree. Thank you. A bowl of broccoli with cubed cheese with some Ken's blue chunky cheese dressing. Oh, blue cheese dressing I love. 18 watching, only 8 thumbs up, says Melinda. Come on, folks. I see 11. Hello, Paul Honeyman. Paul, if you can share the live out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Glad to see you back again. I've done quite a few people's lives this weekend. I was in Lisa's. I was in Country Road Cure. I watched a couple of Come On Homestead, David's, and then I watched his premiere. So I'm trying to make my way around. And then I was on Mennonite Farmhouse trying to catch up on some of her videos. So I'm making my rounds. If I miss you, feel free to go under the last video, which was probably, what am I planning at the end of January? Just drop your name down there and I will definitely watch videos. But how are you, Paul? Thank you, Shannon. You need more mods. It scares the trolls. I know, Teresa Shans, the mods have been out in force. I have Paul, I have Voon, who's not in here yet. Shannon has been doing a fantastic job. Told her this the last time she modded, I think when Paul was recovering, just trying to, feel a little bit better. Shannon stepped up to the plate, and Voon was very impressed at her moderating skills and said, tell her that she did a great job. I said, will do, and I did tell her last week. But I definitely need more. And then she changed her channel name to Redbird Homestead. 18 watching, only 8 thumbs. Is that what you guys are saying? I'm seeing 14 thumbs up. Come on, people. Belly Acres, hello. Happy Sunday. Glad to see you here. I hope everyone's well as I clear my throat. Sorry, Mel, I just got the notification. It's okay. It's always like some type of delay. I'm really sorry. And I'm with Rhonda. Yep, they were the first one in here. Gordian broke. I'm here for my favorite gal. Oh, my favorite game, Whack-A-Troll. Oh, well, get ready because everybody else was getting crazy trolls this weekend. So we'll see what happens. I don't like that stuff over here, nor do I appreciate it. And we want to keep it as clean as possible. Only one that gets a free pass to not keep it clean is Paul because he's so funny. Don't take anything he says seriously. He's only kidding. And he's awesome to have here. I'm blessed to have him. And I don't know where Boone is yet, so everyone say hello to Tim, Tiny Tim Posse, who is here this Sunday. Awesome, and Teresa Shans. I've been missing her. Just seeing all the blue wrenches. Yeah, Kitchen Shenanigans has one. Paul has one. I did give Andale Homestead one. And shoot, I can't think of her name right now, but she changed her name. Was it Brenda Baker? Brenda Baker is now, shoot, she's going to kill me. Is it Redbird Homestead? I think I might be correct on that. Oh, and I'm nearly back to my usual pain in the butt self. Yes. Yep. Teresa's saying 14 thumbs up. Hooga. Hi, Uga. Happy Sunday. Hope you're ready for some gardening talk since you got hooked up and won that gift from Joe, a Garden State Gardener. I did see that. And I don't know if you posted anything recently, but you're going to love that thing. So, anyone that's a new gardener, maybe an old gardener, listen, let's just all help each other out. I didn't want to do like, let's just come and hang with Bake tonight. I just thought maybe I was being a little, what's the word I used earlier? A little maybe too laxy-daisy about what I was planning at the end of January when it should have been like we don't have a choice. I know some people don't have the room, but we're going to do pots. Even if you have a patio or porch, just get 2 pots, 2 bags of potting soil, pick something you and your kids like, and at least grow something, my friends, because I do not see the situation improving whatsoever. As far as my series that I was doing on the preparing and prepping, there will be some videos coming out on that. And I also have to show the other freezers. One's clean. The other one, that's the refrigerator one's not done. And the two downstairs aren't done. So I have that to do. And I really think I have some, not all of us, I'm not saying this to be rude, but not all of us can afford a, don't you just love my brain? It's like right there and then it goes right out. What was I just saying today? Not everyone can afford, everyone's getting the big freeze dryer. That's it, the freeze dryer. They're expensive. So I'm not going to compete with the Joneses, not at all. And I'm going to teach you other ways you can preserve things. So stay tuned for that series, which is running, but I just haven't put anything on there since the holidays, really. Paul is famous. He is, Teresa. Melanie, did you have a nice weekend? I did, Chris. Thank you. I had a little scare before I went live. So if I'm like this and forgetting things, I got extremely nervous. Yes, Brenda, Redbird. Thank you. Billy Acres. I just, But a little bit before I had to get ready for live, my niece called in a total panic. Her 7-year-old went feisty, has no fear whatsoever, walks right out the door, and then she can't find him, and she's calling me like, you're going to have to settle me down. I'm in a panic attack. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I never beat my kids, ever. But you know what? God made behinds for a reason, and that young man has no fear. No coat, no nothing. They couldn't find him, so she was off the chain, if you could imagine. So my anxiety is just a little bit up to here, and that's my great nephew. And I said, you need to get off the phone with me and go beat his butt. And I did say that because there's too many sickos out there who drive by and pick him right up. He needs to stop doing that. He disappears on them in the malls and all kinds of stuff. So welcome to my live. I had to deal with that before I could even start getting ready. Brenda Baker is now Redbird Farms. That's correct. At home in Tamarona. Thanks, kitchen. I know, I was just saying to At Home with Tom and Rhonda. Listen, I do support some of the big channels. I support the smaller channels. I'm going to start doing some shout outs for, people that are in here. A way that I do show love is moderators will send your link out and you end up getting lots of love off of my channel. But I'm thinking about doing some shout outs for some smaller channels. And Jared Crocker I happen to like, and that is his neighbor. He's moving. He's trying to sell his whole property. So you can catch up on his videos. Hey there, it's Sheila B. Happy Sunday, everyone. The only time you will see me gardening is when my daughter spreads my ashes into the manure pile. Paul, don't be a bad influence. We want to encourage people to garden. Even if it's just a pot, maybe you just might like basil and don't want to spend $4 or $5 in a store for it. So I'm thinking about doing like a little gardening challenge that's only involving pots. What do I mean by that? If you have no space or you do have a garden, let's incorporate more pots and let's see how many people want to join. You can get a pot, you can get 2 pots, a bag of potting soil, a pack of seeds, plant whatever you like, whatever your kids like, and just incorporate it in your garden. But if you're new, I highly suggest you do something that you may like. You might not like gardening, but you never know though. You may end up loving it. But the food chain is not getting any better. Multiple people from different states sending me pictures through Instagram. The shelves are bare. So if this is just not going to get better. So this is the most crucial time to really try to garden or grow something. Grow a cucumber. I don't care. As long as you have some type of fresh produce, that you can eat and not starve to death. Let's see. Hello, Mennonite Farmhouse. I was talking about you, catching up on your videos. And honey, I wish I had the 1995 because I really want, I was looking it up. Just, things are costing money over here. I really want your planner. I think that'd be good for me for keeping my YouTube videos organized. I can write some things down. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I really would like to get my hands on that. So I absolutely love it. If you have not seen Mennonite Farmhouse or checked out her channel, please go over and do so. She bakes a lot of things from scratch. She preserves things. Her husband bought her, I want to say it's a journal. She might have a different name for it, but I love it. It's also to be able to help run your household if you have kids. Like I paid attention to the whole video. If someone can post a link to that, that would be awesome. You'll see what I saw. And I really, really want that book badly. I can't afford it either. So good. Right? Crafted Branch Homestead. I know there's some sections in there, but I think it would be great because I looked on Amazon and I can't really seem to find other than a pocket size like gardening journal. But I think I need more than just a gardening journal. I need something to keep me organized, and her book is fabulous. Fabulous. So yeah, if somebody could post that, that'd be great. I have a friend that lets me use their freeze dryer when I want. I am so blessed. You really are. It's Leah, right? If I'm saying that wrong, don't be mad. Mennonite Farmhouse, correct me. She's Mennonite in the house. Yes, she is. Don't be so prude. Gardening is for everyone. It really is, LP. It really is. It's super easy. And it's a piece of food security. I mean, totally. Let's see. Thank you, Shannon. Got to go. Have to watch recap. I wanted to say, hey, Crafted Branch Homestead, thank you. Even if it was for a couple minutes. Yeah, watch back. Going to be discussing some things tonight. But thank you for coming. I missed posting your link. Please let me know. Easiest way to freeze dry, like ancestors, place small pieces of veg or meat on uncovered cookie sheet, place in freezer just like that for 6 weeks. Done. Belly acres, Jilly and Carrie. That's great information. Did you all hear that? Because they are extremely expensive. I just got monetized. It's not like I'm getting super chats out the butt. If I was, I would be getting Mennonite's book that her husband bought her for Christmas. I need something to keep me organized because I'm all over the place these days. Excuse me. So, I'm looking into that, and that's an awesome way. And if I finish getting this one cleaned out, if you saw the video of me trying to show you, I want that freezer in the kitchen, the box one to be for garden vegetables. But there's garden vegetables down in the other one. So I still have to do a part 2 and a part 3. But I have to finish cleaning out my kitchen freezer. Craziness. I grew a lot, and I'm blessed for that. And I shared a lot as well. But that's a great idea. They say small pieces of veg or meat on uncovered cookie sheet, place in freezer just like that for 6 weeks. Well done. But then once that's done, can you put that in a mason jar? Because I'm even curious about that. Belly acres. How is the kitty? Okay, on to the kitty cat. The kitty cat survived the terrible weather here. I mean, literally, y'all saw what was happening out there last week. And it turned into rain. There was nothing here. No snow, no nothing. Didn't see the kitty cat for 24 hours, and I saw it. So the kitty cat, I think, is hiding in my neighbor's hedges and then comes over here to eat, but that's okay. But yeah, Hooga. LP, the best garden is a concrete yard, says Paul. Paul, you're bad. Hooga says hi, Tim. Monashi prepping. Hello. Happy Sunday. Why is this doing that? You see that quick blur? That's not me. It's YouTube. 219. What the heck? Miss Andell made it. Hello. 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 And the grandbaby she has tonight. I love you. Well, there you go. Then you can set up some grow bags and raised beds. See, you got a good mind after all, says LP. Thank you. Monashi Prepping for coming. I appreciate it. Store-bought basil is absolutely terrible. It is. I'm a huge fan of Charles Downing, and he did an experiment on supermarket basil and did say this, that, and a third. But then he tells you how to break it down so you can get multiple plants out of the cost you're paying for it. Me, I got lucky. Y'all saw that video, I hope. Garden State Gardener, let me see, who sent me all those basil packages. My goodness, my friends, I have so much stuff to get done. I'm so unorganized. I need to get the book. Anyway, he sent me 2 packages, I think, of the large Italian leaf basil, and then all the rest is my favorite. So that was super duper kind of them to do that. You grow what you eat. Absolutely, was going to hit that as well. If you're going to plant something, make sure it's not something you don't like. Somebody like Shannon, who may not be interested in gardening at all, but if she likes okra, you can cut them and put them, freeze them, and throw them right in baggies and throw them in gumbos and soups and stews throughout the whole winter. Hello, Miss Tina Ladybug. How are you? Dollar Tree is great if you're on a budget. That is true. Oops, laugh out loud. Just wondering if, from the prepper point of view, could you do a gardening challenge of not using store-bought anything from the homestead situation, saving seeds and making what you have? Absolutely. Monashi Prepping, absolutely. But to encourage someone that maybe has never gardened before, they may not have any seeds. So we as a group here from my channel, gardeners, you know, even if you're not a gardener and you want to try and you want to jump in and you want to maybe just get a pack of seeds, go for it. But I think that's a fantastic idea, and that's to try to use some of our seeds and grow. Let's grow in buckets and pots, and let's just grow. Let's encourage everyone, because the situation is going to get worse before it even gets better, and I just don't see a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just telling you I do my research. But that's awesome, Monashi Prepping. Great idea. So again, the comment is, oops, just wondering if from the prepper point of view, could you do a gardening challenge of not using store-bought anything from the homestead situation, saving seeds and making what you have? Absolutely. Typical Melody, she loves her cucumbers. He's a mess. Let's grow some food, says Chris. Mennonite and store-bought basil, so expensive. It's a cool planter, very cool planter. I'm trying to fit, Anfisa, oh, I'm craving a fresh cucumber and tomatoes. Yum. Say hello to my friend. I've been getting, I'm very fond of her. I've been trying to establish a friendship. I think she's cool. And she lives in Alaska. I mean, come on now. So, yeah, I definitely want to get the book. Sunset Hosta Farms checking in from Ohio. Hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome from Ohio. I'm wondering if kale does well in a pot, thinking it only grows good in the ground. Now, that is not true. I've grown kale in a pot. It did fine. Just bury it down a little bit deeper, and I have kale that's out there right now. Let me just blow through these comments so I can keep this moving. Kitchen Shenanigans, hello, how are you? Good to see you again. Thanks, Melody. Planner Journal. It's so practical. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can give another wrench. Let me see. No, I'm going to need one of the mods. Do you remember what video that was? And then I can have the moderators post the link so people know what I'm talking about, because I need that in my life. Like a month ago. Everyone's still saying hello. I'm alive, so I can't complain. How are you? Mennonite Farmers Planner video. Thank you, Miss Andel. I know I'm trying to... Leanne. Mushbrain. Thank you, Leanne. Hey there, Paul. There's Serrano. Gear, you did $2.19, says Marigolds. Gear, thank you so much for that, honey. I really do appreciate the super chat. I think any of the super chats that happen, I would like to apply it towards that planner, because I'm usually a very organized person, but with everything going on in the world, my anxiety is like up to here with my post-traumatic stress syndrome. And I find it to be a little bit more feasible for what I need it for. And like I said, I did look around on Amazon and just couldn't find anything remotely close to what she has. Yes, you can put in jar, Ziploc it, etc. The moisture is out. Is why you don't cover it, and no, it won't freezer burn. So I don't have to keep it in the freezer because it's a goal of mine. I'm still doing this challenge, folks, this no going to the store thing. With an exception, if we run out of milk or ice cream because of protein, and I'm not even consistent on that. But I haven't been to a store, but I'm also not touching my stash supply. That comment about grow bags and good mind was for Paul. Oh, no, I know. I saw that. Garden State Gardener, hello. We're just getting ready to talk about you, and I just mentioned again all your basil seeds. But hang in there. Let me get through these. I was just telling, I guess Joe was in here, that I really want Mennonite Farmhouse's book. It's $19.95. I don't know what the shipping is, but I could see me organizing all my videos because I have lots of things coming and I just have not been myself. So that's why the little bit of a laxy daisy. And we're going to get into planting. Hello, Joe. Joe's a great person. He helped me with something on the computer because I set up a separate bank account strictly for YouTube. I thought that was just the right thing to do. And I couldn't set it up right, and Joe helped me out, and we were just talking gardening. I love talking to people that love to garden. Joe was awesome for helping me. How's everyone's grocery stores? Ours has been absolutely bare, almost no Whole Foods. See, and Fisa, that's what I mean. Like, this is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm going to really step up the ante, is that how you say it? When it comes to my preparing and prepping section of this channel. I know I slacked a little bit with the holidays, but my family also had COVID. Can we grow Brussels sprouts in our zone? Mennonite Farmhouse, what is your zone, honey? Because Brussels sprouts take longer. You might be better off getting them started like maybe June so that they can go out in the fall and be harvested. I have Brussels sprouts out there now, honest to goodness. It's an experiment. 2 of them actually, to see how long it's going to take for me to get where I wanted to go. But I've seen other people plant it out with their spring stuff, but you're really going to need not a bird netting. I think it's called a bug butterfly netting. I need to come up with the money so I can get that, so that I can prevent the bugs from destroying the things that I don't like to grow. Like cauliflower, for an example. But the tip of the whole point here is it's like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. They don't like the heat. Brussels sprouts don't like the heat either. They'll just start stinking. So, let's see. Hi, Paul. Everybody's saying hello. Hello, Big Leg Chat. Brampton Gardener. Hello. Happy Sunday. Grew strawberries for a couple years. It didn't go well. Strawberries are a little iffy, though, Shannon. I will give you that. They're a little temperamental sometimes, I think, strawberries. But you know how I grow my strawberries? In a hanging basket. You know, a round basket that just has the hook. I do whatever to the soil. I put a couple strawberries in there. I hang it up on a little plant hook. And I go by and I pick the strawberries off. Easy peasy, girlfriend. Grocery stores here are fully stocked. Oh, you're lucky, Paul. This spring I need to get my greenhouse up. And I can't wait to have year-round veggies. Yep. Saying hi, Leanne. Earth bag raised beds. Yeah. I'm thinking about, I know people say they dry out a little bit faster, but I think I'm going to go under Amazon. I didn't want to use my gift card from my son that was for a winter jacket for Christmas because I don't have a winter coat, my friends. But I'm thinking I need certain supplies for my garden, and I want to get the bug netting and, you know, some other things. Let me see. Paul saying, hey, Rachel at Branson Gardener. Where are you, Paul? We're in Alaska. He is in England. Hello, Miss Mel. Howdy. Good evening. Are you in Vineyard Chicks? Hi, honeys. I'm so sorry I'm behind. What you need, Mel? I think Miss Andal already posted the link to the planner from Mennonite Farmhouse that I absolutely adore. I think that will keep my scheduling on track and keep my mind not so feeling so overwhelmed. And I want to be a lot more, now that it's going to be my garden. We're going to give that garden a name too. If you have an idea for a name for my brand new garden, because I didn't get to do any of that last year. I was very busy with Shed Wars. Drop a comment down below or under my last video. I started asparagus for seed 4 years ago. They should be full size this year. They should, Sheila. That's the one thing I didn't do either. If you move to a new homestead, the first thing you should plant is asparagus. It takes 3 years, but you will, you know, as the corny say, you will reap what you sow. I mean, I have the seeds, but I have to find a spot for them. Let's see. But I'm happy to see you, girls. On your right foot. Yeah, I'm having problems with my left foot. I've said this before. I had a slight Achilles heel tear with tendonitis, and when I was taking ornaments down off the tree today, yes, the tree today, if that doesn't tell you how far behind I am, I was having a lot of hard time just standing there putting pressure on it. So I'm going to have to get it looked at. My parents are in Anchorage, and snow is melting. I think even Fairbanks water. Wow, that's amazing. Paul, you did a $10 super chat towards your planner, Mel. Oh, thank you, Paul. I really appreciate it. I'm usually not like that, but I want this planner so bad. I just have to have this planner in my life. I saw the video. I'm a little bit of a late bloomer on her channel, but love what she puts out there. And that was a cool gift that her husband gave her. So she was showing you page by page, and I see myself really using that, not just pushing it off to the side. You know what I mean? 20 people in here, 23 thumbs up. Thank you again, Paul, for that. That was awesome. But it's supposed to get really cold this week, back to normal. Oh, Shannon, do you feel sit on your feet? Okay, let me see. So thank you, Vineyard Chicks, for coming. I remember a few years back when you all had a super warm spring. It was crazy, says Brampton Gardner. Made beef stew today. Still had a broken jar. Grr, hate that. Wonder why. Always go around the top to feel. But I can buy brand new cases and the bottom will blow out. So it's just a defect sometimes you just get, you know, but I know that's aggravating. Bring around the bottom, clean break. Yep. Joe Serrano. Wait, sending you $2 for your seed planter, Mel. You guys are awesome. Listen, I have terrible anxiety and I need to get my life in check. Facts. I see a lot of people that use budget planners, but something about her planner, it was like right up my alley, and she kept track of like when she started her seeds, then when they germinate, she transplanted them, and I'm like, that's the book for me, I'm telling you, and I can keep track of my YouTube videos for sure. But yous are the best. Thank you, Joe, for that. Oops, somehow that post went twice. It's okay. Not usually. I mean, today my daughter used to do that and get dead feet because of bad blood circulation. Yeah, I was asked that too if I sit on my foot, and I'm sitting on it right now. But mine's from a gardening injury. All big box may have empty, but all the smaller. Okay, that's true. Everyone's saying hi. I'm at 127 subs, Shannon. I know, I told you, girl, stick with me. People will love you. They will go over. Dirty Rich garden name. Yeah, so let's go to that. If you can start coming up with a name, you know how lovely Miss Andel's garden name is? Like, let's come up with a good garden name. And I do want to say this before I get down to the bottom. I'm almost there at the bottom, I think. Roots and Refuge Jess. I think you already know that. I idolize Jess. We used to talk on the Instagram about a gardening question, so forth and so on. She did 2 videos, part 1, part 2. Gardening, moving, and the second part was seeds. Do you ever feel like you're in a moment in your life and you see someone's video and I'm like, is she talking to me? Because let's keep it real. I've already said this before. Shed Wars exhausted me. Love Shed Wars, love the people in it, but I didn't move in. Still not moved in. And I really didn't get to enjoy last year, even though the Lord above made that garden very, very abundant. Is that the right word? And moral of the story, she said, if you're working in the garden day in, day out, you're going to pretty much burn out. And how you should always have beauty in your garden. And I do agree with that. I've talked about that before. And she's like, you ought to pull up a chair. She's not saying this to me. She's saying it to her subscribers. You should have a table and a chair somewhere cute in your garden. Sit there, have your coffee, maybe your iced tea. And I'm thinking, is she talking to me? And then she said, before you know it, you'll be picking something out. Because I said to my roommate, in all honesty, I'm burned out. And it's like, I have to start seeds already. So I really did feel like her video struck a chord with me. And it's given me like, you know, that fire again to try to get it all back. Because I'm like, oh, I don't think I've ever felt like this before. So I think it really had a lot to do with that was a lot of food that I grew. If you haven't heard the number already, it was 5,226 pounds of food. And I am grateful. I'm not complaining about that. I just think that was a lot of work for one person. That's my point. And I didn't get to enjoy lots of things. For an example, this year, call me crazy. I don't care. I want to do something that I think is cute and that I will like. I want different arrays of cherry tomatoes that are all different colors so that they could be in a bowl of like rainbow colored tomatoes. I can eat fresh tomatoes if I'm just hanging out there, and that's something silly, but that's what I want. I love cherry tomatoes, large or small, and I'm looking to do something different and incorporate some multiple different colors. Now, I don't have all the seeds for it, but I'll get there. Bake a leg, this one, Mel. Yep, thank you. Do you journal, Mel? No, I probably should. I think I asked for a journal for Christmas. I didn't get one. I'm a weirdo. I want a cute journal because my journaling would be about losing my mom at 28 years old. So I've had a journal before, and I wrote something like a Dear Mom type of thing when I found out how my mom really died, truth be told. And I ripped it out. And it was the type of book where if you rip a page out, the book falls apart. So I need a different type of journal. I don't care if it has a pretty sunflower on it. I just do need to be my own form of therapy and start journaling. As far as the other book that I'm trying to get to, that is, what is it, $19.95, and I don't know what shipping is, but that's going to help me keeping my videos organized, my garden organized. And like I said, you're more than welcome to shoot out some names for my garden. But there's my answer to that, Teresa. Let's see, everyone goes left foot. I mean, not everyone is going to love me. You got to admit, I was an acquired taste for you. You were funny. It's because you're awesome, Shannon. YouTube just hasn't realized it yet. She's a good person. She needs to learn to take a little bit of a joke down. Well, I was messing with her. But like only playing with her, and I think she got like upset by me and hopped off. But Shannon has my number. I was just playing around with her. I said that last week. Shannon, not my case. I'm just an acquired taste because I don't care either way. Yeah, gotta have that attitude sometime. I know my garden is 3,200 square feet. That's a lot of weeds. It sure is. I asked Jimmy the other day what, just a roundabout estimate, if you had to put this property, the entire thing that I'm not using, what would you say the property space is? And he had to think. He first said like 50 acres. He's like, nah, maybe it's 70 acres. But I grew a lot of food, you know? I'm adding an all flower side yard just for fun this year. Me too. We'll have to say, okay. Let me just go down here. Am I missing anybody, Mel? I've been telling you to journal for weeks now. I know, but I don't have a book I like, and I can't wrap my mind around to do it. Mel, I wasn't upset with you. I was just already in a mood. Oh, and the link that you gave me, that little sucker is expensive, Shannon. Look, I have $18.18. I'm almost there to be able to order that book, and I'm at the bottom. Okay, let me get into a couple things very quickly here. So my brain went to, I want to make my own seedling soil. So I wanted to go pick up some, it's a peat moss, the big one. It's like $14. Didn't have any. So as it goes, I did try the seedling starting soil last year, but I planted everything all at once, and don't do what I do. I planted like all my tomato seeds, all my pepper seeds. First time I was ever using seedling soil, because I just used potting soil, and everything germinated all at once, and it was very overwhelming to get that all transplanted, so don't do that. So I forced myself to go out of my bubble, and I went to Home Depot. Sometimes you get what you get. And I picked up seed starting potting mix right there. I think this was a mistake. This was not supposed to be peat moss, but I wanted the real big one, if you know which one I'm talking about, so I can use with some perlite and make my own, but they didn't have it. So I picked up bags of that because I did notice my seeds germinated a whole lot quicker last year. Fixing to put cookies in the oven. So I did grab that while I was there, and I figured if it's going to be my one trip out, I might as well just look around. So I'm trying to find borage, my friends, and I can't find it. I don't know if anyone has the seeds. Even if anybody watches this afterwards, I'm going to be ever so generous, because Joe is more than generous. He sent me all the basil. My goodness, I'm stoked about that. I'm sorry, I had to swoop that away. But yeah, I'm looking for some borage because it's really good for the bees. It's an all edible plant. Jess from Roots and Refuge said the texture is a little funny because it's fuzzy. But I definitely want that as a permanent fixture in my garden for my bees, because I love my bees. So that's one thing that I'm trying to find the seeds, and so far no luck. So this might be from Burpee, but I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I found calendula right there that everyone makes their salve out of, so I'm really stoked that I got that. And zinnias. Anybody ever heard of it like that? It's not spelled like just zinnias. This is a little bit different because I love zinnias. I love sunflower, so I thought when I order from a seed company, I don't order flowers from them or herbs from them. I will try to get them elsewhere. So borage is still on my list, and I'm still not finding it anywhere. If anyone knows where I can get it. But this Gazania Sunshine Mixed Colors, look at these. By Burpee, you see that? Beautiful colors. I'm super stoked about that. The Lemon Queen Sunflower. I don't know if anyone's ever grown this before. Absolutely beautiful. Right there. Look at how pretty that is. I stayed in the $1.78 department, but this one was the $1.99 because it's completely different. It's in the zinnia family from what I understand. And my calendula was $1.69, and I really want this. If you're not familiar with calendula, you mix it with things, you can melt it down, and you can use it as topical, as a salve. People make money off of it, putting it in their Etsy stores. I also found this because this year, besides my rainbow color cherry tomatoes, I want a section of where my sunflowers are where I can cut sunflowers, and I'm not going to spend that kind of money to decorate my table from no floor. So hopefully this is the right one. Wish me luck. But this is, it says cutting gold. Maybe I should look on the back. I might not have had glasses with me. Yellow with black center for mass production of cut flowers. Yay, I'm stoked. I thought I bought the wrong one. Look at this. Can you see that? I'll back it up just a little bit so it's not blurry for you all. This is the sunflower cutting gold, and I am so ecstatic because I love feeding the bees and the hummingbirds here. Last but not least, I grew this one before. I call it Chantilly Hybrid. It looks purple, but I'm telling you, in real life, it looks like it's chocolate. I've grown this before. I will back it up. So I did get some seeds for the birds, the bees, and I wanted calendula so I can start branching into that. Borage is on my list, and I gotta get some rainbow, just different types of rainbow cherry tomatoes. And I thought that this was super duper interesting. So I did try to cut back and buy peat moss, like the big one, not coco coir. and I was going to mix it with the perlite, and they didn't have it, so unfortunately I was left to buy it. But that is how I'm doing it from here on out when I go to do my seed start soil, because I think it grows faster. For one, I love seed starter soil from Amish Greenhouse. Yum cookies with kind. Have you tried the M.I. Gardner channel? He sells seeds. He may have some. That's the only place I really order from. Like, I am blessed. I'm blessed. I don't order from Baker Creek because I always thought they were really expensive. Some of the things are. Okay. Thank you for taking care of that, Shannon. I want some. Mennonite Farmhouse. Leanne, you want some what, honey? I got my borage seeds from Baker Creek. Yeah. Saint Lady is at 5,500. I can't see. There's like a glare. 5,000, right? Welcome. Happy Sunday. She's going to have people talking about cookies. Well, I usually can't afford Baker Creek. I do go to M.I. Gardner. But looky. I will do a separate video. But I have mail. Congratulations from Garden State Gardener. It was 2 or 3 lives ago. Someone else mentioned the same thing that I wanted. If you were in that live, because I've been looking and I can't figure out who else said they wanted it besides me. And look at what this fine gentleman sent to my house by Baker Creek. I'm like so happy. Cinnamon basil. Look at that. And I was actually looking it over. 100 seeds and it was $3. That's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. So if somebody can find borage somewhere, that would be awesome. But that was from Joe from Garden State Gardener, and I am loving it. But we are trying to work together to find out who else asked for cinnamon basil. And if you were in the live and you wanted cinnamon basil, he will send you some. Borage is good for anxiety. I know Teresa. I just don't understand why I'm not even seeing it. I didn't see it under M.I. Gardner because, you know, I order from him. I think I looked under Baker's Creek and I didn't see it. But then I got sidetracked and was looking for a particular summer squash that I want, or winter squash that it is. Because it's going to be the year of the squashes. Miss Melody, those are some good looking seeds. You will have a great garden as usual. Can't stay. Good night. Vineyard Chicks, love you girls. You are amazing and thank you. I will still follow your channel, my young ladies. I'm super proud of you. LP says, gotta go. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. LP, where are you running off to? No, love you, LP. Have a great night. Warm is the best. LP, stay safe. Love flowers. Gear, me too. Another, I see Troll. Thank yous for handling that. Mel, are you starting the flowers indoors? Sheila, I am. I experimented last year and I did some sunflowers, and let me think. This is why I need that planner so I don't have to think. I could just look it up. Let me think. I did sunflowers. I think I did some zinnias as well and transplanted them out, and I also put seeds in. I will be better off doing that type of stuff inside because the birds are cuckoo here and they will steal my seeds. So I am doing probably a 75 cell count of sunflowers, zinnias. Let me think. What else is the edible plant that was taking up my whole row last year? Not echinacea. Where's my brain at? Anyway, tastes like wasabi. I planted that the same way and then just planted it out. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing flowers inside for sure, Sheila. Joe says, awesome. I like Baker Creek. I send my son and daughter-in-law seeds for Christmas every year from Baker Creek. Sheila, aren't they lucky? I use crushed oyster shells instead of perlite. Adds a lot of nutrient value to the soil, cheaper than perlite. This is not going in my stuff. I'm going to explain why. I bought potting soil, and I still had some left over in a tote downstairs. You know, hot water, sanitize it if it's coming from Bucks or... And then we must have grabbed a bag and like maybe sometime in summer. I went down and looked at it. It's so dry. It needs to be moistened. I actually have it as proof to show you. I put some in this turkey pan. because it's old. And it was, look at it. It's like so thick and heavy. So, and I soaked it pretty good with hot water to sanitize it. But I want to mix it in to make the soil lighter on the potting soil. So not the seedling mix, the potting soil. So that's why I got that. And let's see, I'll just sit this down on the floor so I can show you. Friday it was. Okay, here we go. One of them's not up because I was late. But as far as broccoli is concerned, I have some little babies. Look at them popping up. I did about 4 to 6 per cell, and they're already coming up, and it literally has only been Friday, Saturday, maybe 2 days, and they're just with a little dome over them, and they're on just a heat mat. But now I have to get my cabbages and cauliflower started, so I wanted to show you the progress on that. And yeah, so cauliflower, cabbage still has to be done. I'm going to do some kale. Let's see. Beautiful sunflowers. Mel, are you also doing... Oh, I was in his live, and I told him I would go up against him any day when it comes to sunflowers, and he just ignored me. So I don't know, Joe. I think he might be afraid to go against me for the sunflower, because my big one last year was what? Because he was now changing his story from his one on the size. But my one was 14. I had one that was 18 foot high. Like, there's some big ones. But if he wants to send me the seeds, I'd be more than happy to do that. Bellyacre says, depends on if you have good access to oysters. Walmart sells at $6. Sells what for $6? Oh, the oysters? Treasure Hunter. Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. It's Sheila. Let me see, maybe a stupid question, but does where you buy your seeds really make a difference? Not always. A lot of people use a lot of different places, Shannon, but a lot of us use seeds. Well, okay, I'll tell you why I use seeds. Because I was a person that would spend $300 to $500 a season on box store plants. And when Jess from Roots and Refuge, this will be my 4th or 5th year doing it strictly by seed, has saved me buku amount of money by getting the seeds. And then you also have some food security because you'll have seeds left over. I guess it's just wherever you want to go. I mean, even Furry Morse puts out good seeds, like string beans. Burpee does too. You can go to the dollar store. It's all good. Hello, Mennonite Farmhouse. Treasure Hunter saying, my wife thinks so, Shannon. Some do. They think Baker Creek, you know. I have nothing against Baker Creek. I guess it all goes by your budget. And my gardener seeds used to be 99 cents a pack. The virus happened, and the guy does have to make some money. And they're like $2 a pack now, and that's okay. I'd rather support a smaller, you know, business, and that's what I do. Melody, I'm going to email you. I am creating my own seed vault, and I have too many tomato seed varieties to count. If you give me your mailing address, I will share. I grew 20 plus last year. Saint Lady, 5,000 it is, right? Yeah, I grew, 135 tomato plants just in the beds, 65 on the side garden. I don't know how many in pots. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. And if somebody can find me some borage, and what was the other one I said? Not calendula. I said the other one, but I can't think right now. Also best for chickens, which that's another thing I'm hoping for. Time for bed. Have a good evening, everyone. 40 and broke. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Buy my seeds everywhere. So do I, Sheila. Like, if I just so happen to have a couple extra dollars and could do Baker Creek, I will get, hopefully, borage, or probably not, but something from Baker Creek. I was talking to Joe about particular tiny tomato. Someone talks about those blueberry tomatoes, the grape ones, but I can't think of the name right now, but we both agreed. And I said, oh, the lady said they were really good too, and they're very prolific. Do I have the name in front of me? Of course not, to tell you this. Why would I be that organized? No, there's not really a difference, Shannon. That's to contact or email. That's my email address. And if you send me an email tonight, I will get back to you. Well, hi, Nikki. I've been missing you. Hello, Blue Farm. Hey, Melody. How are you? I am good, thank you. Hey, Gear saying hello, Thorhaven Farm. Long time no see. Hey, hey, hey. Hope you are doing amazing tonight. The gods have been smiling on you. Oh my goodness, that's way too sweet. Midnight snack. Thank you, Joe. That's the name of this tomato that I want more than anything. I want the midnight snack because I want to incorporate it in with some other colored little tomatoes, and I want to have that colorful bowl. It might seem weird to everyone else, but if I'm out there killing myself and I want a snack, I want it to look pretty. What is borage? Shannon says. That would be an interesting video, Mel, when you are making more money getting the same seeds at different price points and see. Yeah, absolutely. But I kind of already know the price points. Nikki, you're the one that sent me the email with everything listed from out of the book, right? Girl, I never even got my book yet, but I cannot believe you did that. You're amazing. I know your number's in there. Promise. It's just been super crazy. I will get back to you. Borage is really, it's like an all-around edible plant. The leaves are edible. The flower is edible from what I was told. And it is, has some medicinal properties. And the pollinators that you usually need to, pollinate your tomatoes and everything, they love it. So if you're into saving the bees, remember when you grow a garden to always grow something beautiful for yourself, something that makes you happy to look at every day. But keep in mind the birds, the hummingbirds, the bees, the butterflies, the good butterflies. Make sure you plant something for them. I've been dealing with sick kids all day. I'm taking a break. Oh, Nikki, I'm so sorry. Mennonite says my favorite tomato seeds, but wait, I want to go back up and say thank you again. We're just good for many reasons. Sheila, I'm getting better, aren't I? Sheila, if you want to post all the reasons, you're more than welcome. My favorite tomato seeds were given to me by one of my husband's customers who is Amish. They are so meaty, perfect for canning. Share, girl, Leanne, share. What kind are they? Yes, absolutely. Prayers for a speedy recovery with the kiddos, Nikki. As far as non-GMO seeds, can I explain a fake GMO scare? Yeah, can I do that first? New gardeners, you don't have to look for a package of seeds. They always put like non-GMO on the front of it. It is illegal in the United States of America to sell GMO seeds. I mean, so when you're looking at a pack of seeds, don't get intimidated. It could say hybrid, non-GMO, but that is what GMO is. And Belly Acres is going to hit it as far as a non-GMO seed. Can I explain the fake GMO scare? Thank you. I'm glad she's doing this. Honeybees travel 500 miles, so think about pollination. All blooms, can't get away from it. Even near the rainforest, there are GMO crops. Yes. From what I understand, though, when it comes to everybody's like the definition of a, hybrid. Oh, I'm scared because it says non-GMO on it. It has to say non-GMO on it because you can't be selling them seeds here. Hey, kitchen shenanigans. I would go to jail if I grew what makes me happy. Kidding. Your husband will love you, though. Thank you, Sis Nikki. I'm happy to see you, Thor. I really am. We're just garden talking it tonight because things aren't getting any better. And I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to encourage people that already garden, maybe ones that don't. Join in on the channel. I want to do more pot type gardening for people that don't have room. I have patio out here. I grow all kinds of stuff in pots, and it's really, really easy. But if you have just a small space and you can at least do 2 plants, I mean, only grow what you eat, but pick something, a tomato, maybe a pepper, maybe a cucumber if you have something that could trellis up. But y'all can do it. And we're all in this together. That's the way I look at it. It's not about me. It's all of us. We are in this together. And we need to start stepping our game up, saving a lot more seeds. I grew a lot of food last year. I said it multiple times, 5,226 pounds. I think the heavens above opened up for me last year with that. We'll see how it goes this year. But yeah, I'm looking to grow things that I want to preserve. I'm not really looking for like the wow factor. Does that make sense? Give you an example. Jess from Roots and Refuge, I'm going to go back to her video, something she said. People are like, what seeds are you growing? You moved, blah, 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 blah. She said, honestly, I'm going to stay with the tried and true. Did you ever hear the saying, if it isn't broke, don't fix it? I showed you this all last week. Well, not all last week, I'm sorry. On last Sundays, if you were here, the bug out seed bag, like the seed vault by Collects. I gave this some thought. Let me tell you something. I really do truly believe with all the tornadoes, hurricanes, whatever anybody wants to call them here, the weather was insane, that I think if it was just my average seed, I think it would have broke because it was blowing the plants out of the bed. So these are like open pollinated, of course, 100% non-GMO, non-hybrid. You know, they're open pollinated. These are meant to be able to live. This is meant for you to be able to live. These seeds here unopened will last 25 years. So I did do a thorough review last season when I got these, and I grew them out in the garden with M.I. Gardner seeds, a few dollar store, a few burpee. You get what I'm saying. But you have to really start thinking like this is something that can be put away, and this will last for up to 25 years from this packaging date. This is food security, my friends. So I am going to stay with a lot of what I did last year, just not that amount of tomatoes. I just don't think so. That was a lot. That was a lot. That came out to like what? So we'll say 160. It's well over 200 some tomato plants. Probably about like maybe two, if I think of the pots that I had tomatoes in, I probably grew, we'll round it off to 250 tomato plants last year. So I'm going to scale that back for sure. Let's see. Everyone's still saying hello. Thanks so much. Kitchen Shenanigans at the store. The Amish man called the tomato Italian. Just Italian? Did you save seeds? You just keep saying pot gardening and giggle every time because I'm a child. Oh, you giggle. Yeah, well, you know, it's not that expensive at, like, say, a Walmart maybe to get, I don't know, it depends on the person's size, but I say let's do it. If you're a new gardener, don't be scared. Join in with us. I'm going to do, like, an announcement on it, a separate video of joining, you know. I need a name. Again, I need a name for another thing that I'm doing, but maybe Let's Grow Together, or something to do with, my other one will be, you know, for people that don't have area, pot gardening, maybe. I don't know if you have better suggestions, drop it down below. That would be awesome. I have a video on it, laugh out loud. A video on, the tomato. Girl, I'm just making my way to you. Luca says calendula. Yes, that was the one that I just found by Burpee that I'm super excited about. But I'm trying to find borage and one other thing. Please remember to check out Shannon. Borage is easy to grow, says Huga, which is true and so pretty. It really is. I'm Mennonite. Oh, interesting, says Thor. The best seeds are the ones you plant this year. You know, and you can't be scared because, you know, a seed, you put it in some dirt. The seed wants to grow. I have people, because I garden the way that I do, oh, I got a black thumb, I kill my house plants, I kill my artificial house plants, and I'm like, no, no one is born with a black thumb. You know, we're all not perfect. We didn't learn all this overnight. Some of us just had a couple extra gifts, meaning like kind of had a green thumb and just loved to garden. So that's a big goal for me, is to try to entice more people to wake up to see what's going on in the world today. And I can't take it. It worries me. I don't want to know that someone that counts on that store every week or every 2 weeks for food shopping. Chris was just telling me about his neighbor who went to go food shop and had to go to 3 different places just to get everything on the list. We can't obviously grow everything. I don't have a cow in the backyard, but shooting for some chickens. I just want to make sure that I get the right ones for my zone. So a couple hens. And yeah, if I have to use more pieces of the grass up here to this one side, I didn't show that towards the end, but I kind of turned that into the medicinal side. So more medicinal herbs I went over there at the kitchen garden. I'm pointing in all the wrong directions. I know that because the garden's over there. I did the kitchen garden. You know, we have the apple trees over there. I ended up doing a side garden there. I got wild raspberries. Well, I planted them, but they're growing all down the ground. I don't know whether I was watching a video because I'm new with raspberries that were saying prune them now, and I'm like scared to prune them. But, you know, you should really have them kind of tied up. So that might have been a big oopsie the way I planted them. It's because they come back. Cindy's Place. Hi, Cindy. Happy Sunday. Hello, my friend. I hope you didn't miss much, and I hope I'm not too far behind, but welcome, welcome. What's funny is I started watching YouTube 3 years ago. I started my channel May 2020. My name was Evergreen Homestead. I remember the big name channel saying your name all the time before I knew it. Ah, Nikki, thank you for that. Well, I always say, like, the person that kind of told me to jump off the cliff without a whole lot of information was Jason Crocker and his then wife, Jaylena, who's a sweetheart. And that was my kickstart. And help from Roots and Refuge, really, to be honest with you, with I know how to plant, but I was like, seeds? That was like a whole other new territory for me. And now I could never go back to just purchasing from the box store and wasting that kind of money. And I didn't do like I just did a summer garden then. But I thank you for that, Nikki. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Of course I did. I wanted to save more to give away, but my husband thought I was crazy, but I will save more this year. Oh, so he won't let you give any of those Italians away this year? Because that would be awesome to try some. This is another thing I thought of. Like, I said people that send me seeds. Joe, I have these stakes. They're a little bit more fancier. And I'm going to put Joe's Garden on where I plant Joe's seeds. So if anybody wants to send me seeds, I think I have 8 or 12 of these stakes. Whoever sends me seeds and where I plant them, I'm going to put that channel name or the person's name if I can remember it, because, you know, I'm absent-minded. Most likely the channel name, so that when I do my garden tours on Saturday, it will bring some views to your channels. So anybody that wants to send me seeds, your name's going on planter stake that's like silver and gold, and I'm going to write it right on there. How you like that? Of course I did it. Okay, I read that one. Ooga. Making it too easy. She is. I would jump on Stiver's live chat or Roots and Refuge, and they would be like, hi, Bake a Leg. I followed you for a while. Aw, I know. I love them. It's like you either get lucky or you don't get lucky. And, you know, I mean, I formed some really good friendships, but I will say this. I've said this before on my channel. Becky from Acre Homestead, young girl, dental hygienist, and Roots and Refuge gave her a shout out, meaning because Becky does like freezer meals, she's a new time gardener, so forth and so on. And Jess from Roots and Refuge was like, yeah, Acre Homestead doing all these freezer meals takes me to like crock pot cooking, and I kind of didn't like that. But here she doesn't do it for the crock pot. She puts it in glass Pyrex to cut back on aluminum. And that's it. She got that shout out from Jess from Roots and Refuge. She quit her dental hygienist job and she's doing YouTube full time, and it's like, I don't even know, 65K maybe? That's just roughly. I like Becky. I was watching her from the gate. I didn't always comment. And I follow her over on Instagram. So yeah, that's all you need is a good plug from somebody, and that could be it, you know? So she quit her job and everything. I have to change to spot I garden this year. Teresa says I have to change to spot I garden this year. Like you have to change a spot of your garden? Hugo's saying, hi there. Thorhaven Farm, a place that gets better light. Gotcha. You know, I was harassing my roommate before the garden was built. I'm like, are you sure? Jim, do you even know? Because your parents lived here before and they never even used the backyard, really, to be truthful. That's why this is excellent. Jimmy's parents and Jimmy don't believe in grass sprays, anything poisonous. So that back is mine, and the side's mine, and that side's mine, and nothing's been sprayed. So thank God. So I do all organic gardening. It is a love and a passion of mine. I've been made fun of over the years. No joke. Like, why do you have to garden? Why don't you give up gardening? And you know what? Look at what is going. I had a girlfriend for over 20 years tell me, like, well, maybe you should just give up gardening. I felt like saying, well, maybe you should just give up men. If you're a woman that cannot make it without a man because she was single, is like sad. But I use that as a reference. That's like me telling you never to date again. I could never see myself being happy if I couldn't garden anymore. And it really insulted me, and I was a little ticked. I had a few run-ins with my daughter about gardening. She would rather go purchase it somewhere else than come to her mama's place to get free produce. But I do try to talk to her about this, that, and the third to get her to try to come around as far as, I don't know if it was baking something. I was like, well, you can get all organic molasses. So I'm trying because my daughter doesn't eat meat. She's not vegan. Excuse me for saying that the last time. She's like vegetarian. She eats eggs. So that doesn't make her vegan. But could you imagine if you have a passion on something and someone like knocks you for it? And then I thought back not that long ago and I was like, well, who's got the last laugh now? Because initially she wanted me to move in with her and she's like, oh, Mel, why don't you teach me how to garden? Suddenly it was like, I guess a new flavor of the week was going to be coming around or whatever. And I didn't make a concrete decision whether I was going to move in with her or not. She's a little ditzy, but yeah, it's like she doesn't know how to garden. She could have been well off with me there, but I just chose a different route, to be honest with you. My mother-in-law is like that. She doesn't keep a pantry. It bothers me. Yeah, I mean, we can only try to talk to them. Like my daughter's pretty well stocked on like cleaning supplies, but she eats one way. Adeline James, my granddaughter, eats, she's little. She just turned 2. And then my grandson and my daughter's fiance eat meat. You know what her food bill must look like? It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I want to grow cucumbers. Oh, Shannon. Oh, we got one on board. I got her. Shannon wants to grow cucumbers and bell peppers. Shannon, I can't tell you how proud I am of you right now. I am not even kidding. Not even kidding. How do you start to do that? If you need seeds, let me know. I'll send them to you if you can't afford them. Number 2, if you can get, well, you just named what? 2 things? 2 pots. Make sure it has lots of holes in the bottom of the pot. For drainage, you can get Zach, your husband, to poke some holes, or you could do it. And potting soil, and you are good to go, girl. I cannot even tell you what that just did to me. Shannon, who's not into gardening, honey, like, she's got little ones. I worry. I don't care if you love salsa, grow a jalapeno plant. With some peppers, you can make your own salsa. I mean, I'm so proud of her right now. Look at that. It's like I almost want to take a screenshot. I want to grow cucumbers and bell peppers. Shannon, you just filled my heart, girlfriend. I will help you out any way I can. She even tried to tell me not to can before I married her son. Now she loves getting canned food for Christmas. It's usually how it works. Leanne. I'm just thinking, where is Yogi Hollow Farm at? I don't know. I've been in the last 2, the entire of her lives. The last 2 Fridays. The Friday before that, not so much. But yeah, I'm missing Lisa. Where's she at? And then Daz, I was in there, and then I had to excuse myself out. I don't think anybody saw it, because I had to take a couple phone calls, and then I went back in and stayed in Daz's till the end. You guys are who, Leanna? Who? Kitchen shenanigans. Why is it all the women gardeners want to grow cucumbers? Shannon, you know how he is. I don't need to say anything. There's another troll. Garden State Gardeners is awesome. Damn it, Shannon, laugh out loud. Mennonite Farm said instead of giving monster-in-law canned goods, next time give her seeds and soil pot. Hint. Belly Acres, that's funny. That's funny. I'd be like, here you go, Mel. Have you ever grown broad beans? Pretty flowers for your pollinator friends and yummy broad beans. Fresh or fully mature broad bean soup and tacos and lentils. I haven't. I have not. I think I just seen a real funky one like that. I don't have that seed. It's on the list. So far, I'm seeing a lot gone from MA Gardener, so I might end up in a pinch. But yeah, I want to grow things that I'm going to eat. And only that, if I don't like it, I'm not growing it. Yeah, but Shannon, he's being fresh. Melody, did you ever get back to me on what seeds you wanted? I emailed you. Nikki, you wrote a whole list. And I was like, did she really do that? No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go through the email again, and I will personally call you on the phone and talk to you. But I couldn't believe you took the time out to write that. What I'm talking about is Blue Farm. Nikki wrote down everything that I think it was Baker Creek had. That's a lot of writing. And left her phone number and whatnot. And because I didn't get the book that you paid for, but the free copy, and it's still not even here yet from Baker Creek. It's crazy. Leanne says Billy Eager's 30. She's now 78 years old, and she starts a garden but doesn't keep it going. Yeah, that happens. We're so good for salmon sandwiches. Stops the fish drying out too much. I don't do seafood. She doesn't. I know, Cindy. I heard you were joining Shed Wars. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm not going to say anything bad about Shed Wars. I just don't roll like that. It's not that I dislike Shed Wars. For me, it just won't work out this year. I mean, maybe another time I could try it, but I can't this year because I told you I have storage units that need to get over here. I just got the tree undecorated today, and it's like I wanted to have storage in here. There's so much to be done in the basement that I feel like I'd have to turn on the camera and be like, come unpack with me. I don't know. There's just way too much. And I don't want to get myself so overwhelmed like that again. So I'm going to have to take a pass this year, and we'll see what happens for the following year. But I'm happy for you. She says, I joined Shed Wars this year. I hope the desert here will be kind to my garden this year. I know you grow in hot. You're going to have to base things on like when it's cooler. Who else? Team Benson. She grows in the desert as well. Mennonite farmhouse. Quit enabling her. I'm old. I can do it. She can too. That's kind of true, Belly Acres. Becky gave me 150 subs from September, laugh out loud, but I'm so jealous of her success. Yeah, she just skyrocketed. So, I mean, I have a canning video I could put up before January's over. She didn't create that. I can't think of the name. Someone did. I know who she is. I just can't think of her right now. So if you see a random canning video that's posted, and in the title, it's just going to say, what is it? Cantober? No, it's not Cantober. It's something to do with January and canning. So if somebody wants to look up that from Becky's channel, that'd be awesome. So I may just post a random one. Green Country. Hello, my friend. Hi. How are you? Anything my better half needs my help with, I teach her how she can do it. Oh, that's awesome, Gear. Such a sweetheart. Today was nice. This is Jason Avers, by the way. Today was nice outside. I just worked until after sundown. That's awesome, my friend. That's awesome. We got RV weekends in here. Hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a good weekend. RV weekends. It's Robert. I've known him for, I don't know, Robert. What's it been like? Probably since the beginning when I started following. Sometimes I'll get his notifications. Sometimes I don't. But now I'm getting smarter than, I don't know if I'm smarter than you two, but I will not unsubscribe and resubscribe unless it's a desperate situation. But I go back to the all button and I'll turn it to all and then I'll do it again. And then I suddenly will get notifications. I'm fortunate that my whole family is preppers and gardeners. Yeah, I was saying in the beginning of this that I have some videos. There's that blur again. I have some videos to put out for that. Excuse me for anybody that's preparing and prepping and was following along with me. with the holidays and everything, and then the family catching COVID. It was just too much. But I'm going to have videos coming out on that. I'm going to be bringing you along the way for everything I do when it comes to gardening. Mel, with you in her life, she knows how, she chose not to. That's true. That is true. And that really hurts me. It really does, because I'm only trying to help, but it's like we're oil and water, so it's like, no, I don't want that. I'll just go to the organic farm store up the street. Well, what the heck does this look like? This is all organic, buy seeds, and done by your mom's own two hands. She knows I can grow, but she just doesn't come over here to get any free food. Well, thank you, RV Weekends, for coming in. Have a great day tomorrow at work. I'm not into gardening. I love the idea of it. I just don't feel like I have the patience. Well, that's why maybe some things would be good for you. Like peppers don't really need a lot of babysitting. Cucumbers, you know, they're pretty easy to grow, but you can't just forget about them, because you'll have a cucumber this big and it'll be bitter. So you'd have to go out there and pick them quite a bit. But peppers is a good thing for you. If you buy jalapenos, that might be good for you. And if you like tomatoes, I'm not really sure. But I'm just super proud of you. Best way to put holes in the bottom of the jar. Pot plants use a 3-inch nail. I used, well, my roommate makes holes, but I had it's the back in the day ice pick. Goes right through that. Lisa's trying nights off to spend time with Ryan. Oh, she is. Getting all lovey-dovey, is she? No, I love her. Cucumbers are delicious, fresh, canned, and dehydrated. I agree, Saint Lady. I agree. Saint Lady, I don't know if I asked you this before, but what is your name, if you're comfortable with saying it, so I'm not like Saint Lady? LG had another live, I think. Oh, okay. Stranger Mary's heading back up to the frozen north, just leaving Laredo, I think. Well, I mean, it's chilly here today. It really is, but I feel like, I'm going to just be quite honest, I feel like a lot of the states are getting slammed with snow, and usually we have snow up to here, and it just hasn't been like that. It really hasn't been. Yep, she got her hours up. Jillian Carey, yep, she got her hours up last night. Shannon, I will watch all your videos on your cucumbers and pepper gardening. She'll be right. We'll be like all over there supporting her. Come on, girl, you got this. She could do it. She can do anything she puts her mind to. Cucumber slice and put into a pitcher of water makes a really refreshing drink. I hear that, but I'm worried. Does that make you lose weight? Because if it makes you lose weight, I can't drink it. Like lemon and water, I heard it makes you lose weight. Paul, I believe I've seen another live up 2 nights for LG. So, what's it? LG Homestead is live now. I think they went live last night too, huh? Okay, love. Love you, Shannon. Well, I haven't had a notification from LG yet. Stay safe, Shannon. Nighty night, kitchen, Shannon. It's early yet, a kitchen shenanigan, laugh out loud, but sweet dreams. Have a good... Says Gear. I don't know where Boone is tonight, but we're all doing fine. Thank you for Shannon's help with moderating, because the trolls seem to be out in force on a lot of people's channels. What did we have? 2 so far tonight? That's not too bad. Shed Wars, I can't count my weight until I harvest it, but I'm always harvesting something. There's a few 100 pounds of root out there that I'll dig up as I feel hungry. Right. I mean, I felt the pressure, like initially it was like October, whatever, it all had to be harvested. And then they changed it to November, and, you know, I just can't. I need to get my own head straight. I need to love my garden, not dislike it. It's brand new. And I have to get moved in. So that was my real reasons for why I didn't do Shed Wars. Or why I'm not going to do Shed Wars. But speaking of Shed Wars, I received this, which I will do a proper mail call. I received this from Will It Grow, who wants to be, I think, selling his own seeds now. This is what the packaging looks like. Will It Grow, tomato, Italian Roma. Okay. On the back, it says Team Aquarius, thank you for all that you do, Robert. And then it says start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, plant in full sun. Shed Wars 2021. This is fantastic idea, but if I could give a little suggestion, the opening is not working out. See, it's like ripping and everything. I had a terrible time trying to get in there. So he sent me Italian Roma. This is for my hard work on 5,226 pounds of food. The Italian Roma. Shed Warrior level 1. I don't know what a level 1 means, but a sticker. David Davison's tomato. Right there. You see how tight that is? That doesn't come up so easy. Like, if you went to the back of this, you could pick a corner. Let me just show you what I'm trying to say so it doesn't seem like I'm bashing them. You could just, and it peels very easily. I'm ripping trying to open, and I don't kind of like that. Jimmy Nardello's pepper. I've grown that one before. That's awesome. The Purple Beauty. I've grown that. That's awesome. And some Bulgarian carrots. So 3, 4, 5 packs of seeds. And the only one that I opened was the Italian Roma. He has them in plastic. Can you see that? There's about 7 seeds there. So yeah. Pretty cool. Nice packaging. Envelopes need to open just a little bit better. So I did get that for being a Shed Wars member. It says, thank you for great work and participation in 2021 Shed Wars Gardening Collaboration. Please accept these seeds as a small gift. Best regards, John and Robert. So that was very nice. And I have another sticker to add to my collection. And then I did do, I don't know if he was on here at the time, but Mr. Joe from Garden State Gardener sent me cinnamon basil from Baker Creek. And what can I say? I love it, love it, love it. Let me discuss one other thing, because I would, like I said, I will do a proper mail, like happy mail, snail mail. Is it Lena? I think it's Lena from Red Road Homestead sent me her sticker. I love it. I like the width of this. I actually measured it because I think that's going to be the size of my sticker. And with a really nice card. Hope you are doing well. Can't wait to see your new garden, with a heart. I am dealing with a lot of medical issues and don't stay up late, but still following you always. Much love. I think it's Lena. So lots of prayers for Red Road Homestead. If you can post her link, even if she's not in here. That was so nice. Thank you so much for the sticker and the beautiful card. Lots of prayers for your health, honey. You know how I feel about you. Pin Tree has a wide selection of seeds, and some of the prices are affordable. Pine Tree? Saint Lady? I never heard of them. Do you mean January? That might be it. Is it? Did you go over and take a look? If you could look, that would be awesome, so I could get Paul to post it. So yeah, if you just see a random canning session with me, it's going to be for... it's Becky's not the one running it, but she's also in it, so I'm going to do that along with everyone else. Sutton's Days. Yeah, I used to follow her when she was a huge fan of, or good friends from what I understood. They met each other, which is Heather, someone that I generally respect. We were friends before her terrible accident thing that happened, and I just love her to pieces. I think the reason why I don't take anything very personal when it comes to YouTube is because she gave me a big fat punch in the gut, thickened my skin up real quick. Love her. And she's looking beautiful. She's coming along. I'm so heartbroken over it. And I'm talking about the needy homesteader, Heather. We used to write each other on Instagram, DMs, like later at night and stuff. And I love her to pieces. I'm glad that she's doing better. But yes, that's it though. Sutton Stays January. Thank you for that. Let's see. Team Benson is in a neighborhood in a city. I'm out in the open desert, frequent sand and dust storms. Ooh, Cindy. Okay, yeah. I know she still struggles there, so I don't know. You're going to have to really, honey, look up your, like, this blur that YouTube does, I can't wait to use my laptop, but I got to get a different, like external camera for it. Um, yeah, you're going to have to look up when's the best time to plant this, plant that, so that you beat the heat and the bugs. That's what I'm doing when it comes to the broccoli, the cabbage, the cauliflower, and some kale. I'm doing 24 each, 24 broccoli, 24 cabbages, 24 cauliflower, and then I will do more. I will plant them probably June or July, probably June, so I get another harvest before the cold weather comes, not cold water. I just found myself unsubscribed to Granny Marino today, and she was unsubscribed to me, and we comment on every video of each other. Really, Lynn? That's crazy. Yeah, that's YouTube for you. If you're following someone and you're not seeing their notifications in a bit, or videos aren't being suggested, you might want to go in and check that out. Make sure you're subscribed to everyone still, because YouTube just does what it wants. Don't get discouraged if you're at a certain number. They will bounce you back. I mean, I was stuck at 666 for probably 3 months. So when people complain they were in the six, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I was in that 666 for a long time, and I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and I just got monetized in November. But I just got everything all set up and everything, and I'm trying to figure out that whole paying thing. So I don't know, it's a little weird. Yeah, but that's totally weird. Melody Mennonite Farmhouse asked if you want. Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I want. Use R. The bomb diggity. What? No patience to watch something grow? Belly Acres, is that to me? I mean, I have patience, but oh, look, another troll. What's that, 3 tonight or 4 tonight? My given name is Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. I would like to try to acknowledge you as Tracy, which is Saint Lady 5000, everyone. So, welcome, Tracy. Thank you so much for coming into the live on Sunday nights. I really appreciate it. Let me show you all something else before I answer some more. So, I did the video on growing your own seeds in the house. Here's my alfalfa. Look at my alfalfa. It literally only took 2.5 days, but I'm sorry you're not seeing a full jar, because let me take this lid off. Look, I had wet them. They're sticking to the lid. It's just amazing. I thought I did a tablespoon, and I think I might have done a teaspoon. 2 days. 2.5, and they were up. That's how easy it is. And all I did was keep the bowl, just tilt it. So if you go back and watch the video, this is the lid. You could do it that way. I tilted for air. But I didn't want to make too much and then it go to waste, so I'm going to throw this in on my salad. I really wish I had some hummus right now. I may be a skinny chick, but I love to eat healthy. Let's see. Okay, so remember everyone, Saint Lady is Tracy. I use a drill, and the small drill bit works great. That is, yes, gear, that works. Green, okay. Mel, our daffodils are starting to come up. We might not get the usual Arctic February down here. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. But if it stays like this, just cold, occasional flurries or whatever, I'm like, could you imagine? Well, I mean, we had it coated 1 or 2 inches, and then it was gone, but. And some ice. But could you imagine? I'm getting that. Wait, what did I? Oh, yeah. I'm like, I'm getting that peppery little kick there. Because I think mine's peppery arugula, I think. If it stays like this, that's great. I don't know if we'll get really bad bugs from not getting some snow, but we'll have to see. Jeez, they can keep the snow. Wednesday, it's going to be below 0. Yeah, we're getting the really cold temperatures now. I mean, really cold. And if you saw last week's live, or anybody that was in here, saw the snow was coming down. It quickly was turning to ice, and I was concerned about this cat. The cat did live. He or she made me worry for over 24 hours, but I saw his head go in the box to eat some food. I have to fill up the bowl actually again, but my roommate said he's seen the cat go behind, it's like high hedges, so that's actually good to keep it out of the elements. But I did look, it has a nip or a little piece of its ear missing, which I think my daughter explained that because she's a huge animal lover, as being a feral cat. But it made it, in case you wanted to know. Not trolls, just spam bots. Okay. She's playing Whack-A-Troll, Mel. Good. I don't have a channel currently giving it some consideration for this spring, but I teach nursing full time. And all the rest of my time goes to dreaming about, oh, planning and planting my garden. Oh. It's going to take me still a hot minute to remember that it's Tracy. I usually write it down. Tracy, well, being a nurse in itself in today's world is very hard. Thank you for your services, but I don't know. Is there any way maybe you could start like a little one or something? Because you should never put that off to the side. And now's the time to really be growing food. You know, things just aren't improving. So I really hope that you get to doing your dream about planning and planting a garden. Paul says, or whacking spam bots. Yeah, that'll work too, Paul. Farmhouse, me too. Paul and Mennonite, same here. What did I miss, Mennonite? Nothing. Rubber cement to seal the closure on those packs would fix that problem, I think. Yeah, it's just not like the kind where it has like the thing where you could pull it and it won't destroy the package. And these open easy, but yeah, I mean, looks cute and everything. Greatly appreciate that. They're probably lick and stick instead of that soft glue stuff, says Garrett. Maybe, but I struggled. I almost ripped the whole envelope. I'm like, that's craziness. I can't even get it open. I mean, as far as keeping snow and below zero. The paperclip works for envelopes and use scissors to open. Well, I was laying in bed, being a bum. Well, no, not really, because I don't really get that much time off. But since it was so hard, and I know the rest are going to be the same, I got these last year. Oh, look. Some beans. Not the kind Joe Serrano was talking about, though. But I have the different size baggies. I think the small, and these may be the large. So worst case scenario, I will just put it in here and write the name on it. But he has these inside of there, but I just think the packaging is very nice, and it's a shame to rip it. But this is in my baggie with my scissors. See my scissors? But this was out here, honey. And I didn't get to it, so. I think Jimmy brought me the mail in bed. It was in the morning. Heather is the reason why I started YouTube. She told me to make her video for her channel. Heather. Oh, yeah, Heather. I know. I did see you talk about that. I love her. Love her. I literally, she was telling me some horror stories, like about things that occurred to her being on YouTube. And my picture was kind of like what it is now. And she was like, well, no, it was probably a different picture. And she said, you're beautiful. I would suggest you take the picture down off of, you know, the Google that shows up on your YouTube because of the way people are. She just told me a lot of things, and I really appreciated, because listen, we know I have a problem here. It needs to be done. It's like somebody being so rude and ignorant and being like, why don't you get your teeth fixed or something? Are you going to pay for it? It's exactly what I would say, because she made my skin thick as far as YouTube's concerned. And how to know like real channels from fake channels that just want to be monetized type of thing. Yeah. So she's awesome. I have been just getting a ton of junk in my feed from YouTube lately. You have? Laugh out loud. I was subscriber 667. Laugh out loud. Paul, were you really? I think you may have been. I don't know. I put out a cry for help. Like, please, I'm having the worst 30 days on this 666 number. I believe in the Lord above. And I don't want to be a number 666. Then my subscribers would get me off of 666 and it would go back to it again. I think that went on for 3 months. No, not to you, to one who said she had no patience to go. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sprouts are good and the omelets too. Sunset Hosta says. Yeah, but I just wanted to show in the live tonight, I mean, they really took no time at all to sprout. And I do have salad in the fridge and I might mix it with it because I'm missing greens. I feel like that's for horses smell. No, it's not. I have 4 acres of alfalfa. Wow. I love alfalfa and I also like arugula. Boone sending me some seeds like broccoli, microgreens, and some other things she mentioned. And I think of some seeds of some different type of squash. Because for me, I think this year it's going to be like the rainbow tomatoes that I want to have in a pretty bowl. Eat while I'm out there and not kill myself. And different squashes I want to do, summer and winter squashes. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm not doing it like I like squashes and I like butternut squash and all that, but I think it's called buttercup. I'm going to try that one, and it was a bright reddish orange one, so we shall see. Oh, I have a garden. It takes up 1/3 of my backyard. I have an abundance of food, and I'm doing the pantry challenge to eat what I grow. Yeah, I'm working on that. I haven't gone to the store, like I said, for a food shopping the whole month of January. I'm just not recording it. I don't know. I have a roommate. He's like older. I don't know. But you're allowed to make up some of your own rules. I don't know if I'll take this in the January, maybe. And if I take it into January, I promise I'll do more recording. But I still have the 3 freezers to finish. The exception to the rule was for milk, because we don't have a cow here. Jimmy only drinks his coffee with milk. And I'm guilty as charged. When Jimmy goes to get milk, I'm like, I need creamer. But I am going through this one that's in the kitchen, the pull-out one, trying to anyway. I have a new addiction for pot stickers. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. But yeah, so I mean, I'm going through my stuff, but I'm not touching I always will call it my stash. I'm not going through that stuff. The only thing that I touched, like I said, was the Grey Poupons out of there. I think of mayonnaise, olives, and the Spam's gone. Spam, I know, but I like it fried. And if I'll eat it, then that's a good thing. I should be eating anything. So, whenever I decide to go to the store, that's when I'll replace those things. But yeah, I want to put a little note there on the door. Like, I still didn't even do that. So, I have so many videos to put out. It's craziness. But I am eating what I grow. Like, I pulled out some of the peppers, red and green, and made fried potatoes, all kinds of stuff. I make small brown paper folded envelopes for all my seeds, and it keeps moisture away, and I don't jar just in case. Yeah, that's good. Well, I was using everything I could think of at the time. A baseball book, and they would fall out. Another book me and my friend built, didn't work. Shoebox, it was a mess. And then I have this out so I can get started on some other things. But I will bring you along. I'm still on the broccoli cabbage thing. You're not missing anything. But once I got these photo box keepers, it was a game changer. I bought 2 for $50. This was talked about last week, but they're $14.99 on Michaels. The Arts and Crafts Michaels. I think they found them for $14.99. So that keeps me very organized. But I made a huge mistake with pulling a lot of the cases out and taking them out to the garden. Then I had a big fat mess to clean up prior to me, not even that long ago. I think I just got done doing them last week, getting them all organized. Yes, I am 667. The SPCA will fix feral cats and clip the rear. It is clipped. I had 3 feral cats fixed by the SPCA, but had to agree to feed them. One of the cats is now in my house full time. Oh, I would love to do that. Jimmy doesn't want a cat in here. And he's like, why don't we just have it as the homesteading cat? It could be outside. I'm like, I'm trying to save the cat from these elements, Jim. So it has a box, sleeping bag out there, but it is also, Boone said, don't worry. They do tend to find a way to nuzzle and get comfortable. So I'm making sure it has food. And if the water freezes, I dump it immediately. So I don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, but I was so worried about that cat, and I just think it's a shame. Really is a shame. I love animals. Um, Good night. I need to hit the hay. Mennonite Farmhouse says, I know you had a late night last night. Um, Thank you, Leanne, right, for coming. You've been coming into the lives. I really appreciate it. And I'm really getting it. What was the one I watched? Last one I'm on was the pineapple. I don't think I commented under that one, but I'm working my way through videos. So I feel like, well, once you get to know someone and they become a subscriber, you should go over to the channel and watch their videos, leave a comment. So I don't know. Mine might not be as good as yours, but you could check out some of mine. But yeah, when I wrote the comment, like I fell asleep, I think it was after Lisa's live, which was kind of late because it ran later. I put your channel on and I went to boop, the video that I left off of. Now I just have to leave a comment, but I'll stay with it. I will keep showing your channel support. I actually like your cooking and whatnot, so thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. There she is, hanging out here from Apple Tree Urban Homestead on YouTube from Perth, Australia. Another hot day here. It's a cold day here today, and I'm jealous. Hello, how are you, Annette? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Plastic bad for seeds as it can cause mold on seeds. Belly acres. Well, you know they're in all their containers though, right? But I don't know. Now you're going to freak me out. Oh, no, no, no. I don't have to be freaked out. I put, what is it? The fresh, those little things to stay fresh people can put in their foods. I have it in each of the containers so it doesn't get any moisture. Thank you, Paul. Okay, we have another bot. The outdoor cat likes to go under the house and sleep next to the floor furnace. Aw, Jason Avers is so cute. All my cats were feral at one time. You allow in and out. They find a way to survive. Make good mousers. I know, that's what Jimmy said. And Boone was calming me down when I was all upset. Like, I haven't seen it. And then I saw it and was like, yes, it survived. So, yeah. I guess feral means they were born outside or whatever. So, I just don't know if it's a male or female yet. Because if it's a male, that's going to be a problem. Because I don't want it spraying all over. But, you know, it's very scared. It won't really come near me. It won't eat anything out of my hand. No, 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 no. But, yeah. So, feeding it food and cat treats and fresh water. So, projects with Paul. Hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. Hey, everyone. Melody Annette is another small channel on Apple Tree Urban Homestead. Melody Annette is another small channel at Apple Tree Homestead. Yeah, did you post her link? Well, I was saying she's a little late getting here, but we're going to start doing... Okay, you're live. That's weird. It bounced and bounced me back in. Sorry, everyone. Can you still see and hear me? I am going to start supporting the smaller channels that support my channel. And I know when you come here on lives, we do your links and we share them out so that you get lots of love in return. But yeah, I'm going to start specifically like talking about specific channels over here as well. So stay tuned for that. An awful lot of those bots are Russian. He said, yeah. I was reporting it when you hit it. Oh, okay. I lost my grandmom's 4 o'clock seeds to mold as I had in Ziploc and they were molded. They were over. Oh no, 30 years old. That's horrible. Killing carry. Man, I hope that doesn't happen to me, but I had lost some seeds due to mold as well. Jillian Curry, all cats I have had always found me. You wet my whistle. So yeah, we have to do a lot more supporting of each other. That's facts number 1. And 2, we have to really encourage people to want to grow food. Things are not looking much better, like I said earlier. So anything I could do to help, swap out some seeds, If you have a seed I want and I have a seed you want, let me know. Again, thank you, Willa Grow, for the seeds for Shed Wars. I appreciate it greatly. And Joe, of course, Garden State Gardener, sent me all that basil. And then he done gone and did it again and sent me the cinnamon. I'm trying to get it out of the thing. Right there. And I'm super excited. I mean, that I got my calendula. Now I just have to find the other things. I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't make my own seedling mix, but they didn't have the, I think it's peat moss, the big one for $14. They didn't have that available. What are you going to do? Right, Paul. Okay, is everyone still there? Can you still see me and hear me? Is everything okay? That was weird. I just want to make sure I'm still on here, or y'all are still on here. Good to see you harvest the basil now. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm glad you're still here. I don't know. That was weird. I felt like, you know, I kind of got bumped maybe from that bot or whatever. But yeah, so now I just want to get my hands on forage and some colorful different cherry tomatoes, and anything that I plant, I will bring you along. I might not have seemed really enthused maybe in that video. I felt like I should have handled that video different, but I don't want to scare people, but crazy things are going on. To be like, you have to grow this now. I wouldn't do that. People always say, bring us along, we'll follow what you do, and that's what I did with that video. And that's a way to avoid the bugs, or just good stuff. I know, Jason Avers, I'm trying to find it. I'm not having any luck. No luck. What was the other one? I did pick up just calendula from Burpee. Well, at least I'll have it now. But I know it was borage and something else I don't remember. We lost most of our veggie garden to the extremely hot weather. Oh, no. I know the weather was atrocious here. No. I hope not. You did, Annette? You're in Perth. I'll show you. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. If you have a river bank or lake nearby, I live right next to the river, dig into the bank of it, then put on tray and bake a few minutes in an oven to kill any bacteria. Best seeds starter soil ever. Really? Huh. Well, I just also figured for long term, I wanted to make it for the channel, and since things are running out, I don't want to be in that situation. I'm pretty sure, right, Jason Avers? It's peat moss, it is perlite, and I think something else. But you don't have to add any nutrients to it till your seedlings are ready to be up potted, and then they would obviously need, some food. Me too, Paul. So no worries. I have a few borage plants growing in the back room right now, pinching tops for salad. It has the nice cucumber flavor without the cucumber. That's what Jess said from Roots and Refuge. She said it's a texture thing. It's a little fuzzy, but it tastes just like a cucumber. So I wanted for that because it's fully edible plant from what I was told, and the bees seem to love it, and it's also a perennial and will come back all the time, right? So yeah, I'm very much interested in that. No problem, Paul. Yep, keep it sterile until true leaves appear. The seeds can feed themselves up till then. Yep. So until the true leaves appear, then it needs to be fed something. Apple tree, you guys really get toasted. I think I'd go to inside hydroponics. That's sad, though. You go through all that work, and then the weather. I mean, I had a bunch of run-ins, not to the point where it desecrated everything, but, I dealt with a lot of terrible storms here last year. For the first time in my garden. Can y'all tell I'm hungry? I didn't eat dinner. And I had a tooth that cracked back here. Go figure. And the little point's up and it's hurting every time I chew. So, yeah, literally. But, yeah, so I think those seeds, and my gardener seeds, though, even held up. But I just think the way the weather is that poo crazy. Can I say it like that? Look at this. crispy jalapenos. I can't do croutons right now, so this is like the next best thing, and they're really pretty good. Still here, Mel. Thank you, Joe. It's good hearing from you. Yeah, you guys, you're just so quiet. Are you working tonight, Cosmic Cultivators? And how's my girl Gina doing? Are you following along? Did you start your broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower and kale yet? So you can get it out. Ooh, that was spicy. So you can get it out and harvest it before the bugs get it and they don't like the heat. And that's why it's not successful for you guys. So yeah, the idea is to plant the seeds now so you can get it out and get it harvest. Let's see. Think about how our ancestors did it. What I do it for plants, all that gooey in the riverbank soil is so great. Years of breakdown of plants and roots. Yeah. I can't get it from right here. Well, right there. Waterfront properties. Right there, straight ahead. And down at the end is like an access center. Has a picnic table. You can drop your boat right in there. I would have to go around to a different section of the river in order to get that. But that's a great idea. Let me see. Life is just rough. It's a whole new world over here at the Cosmics, just trying to adapt to the new normal. Uh-oh. I'll give you a call. Hang in there, you guys. I love you. I will give you a call, see what's going on. Putting today's winners in envelopes for me. You are. Well, I know I wasn't a winner. Shut the back door. Really? Sorry, everyone. Probably shouldn't be eating while I'm doing live, right? But I see people yawn when they're doing live. We have 150 plants going since Cosmic Cultivators. Of what? Please tell me it's cauliflower, cabbage, kale, or broccoli. I hope you didn't start your tomatoes and peppers yet. We'll get there. Promise. Step by step. So, for the end of... I don't have my watch on right now. So, we'll say from now, in case you didn't see the video on Friday, I think it was Friday, is to get cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and kale planted. And I only did it a couple days ago, and the stuff's coming up already in potting soil too to boot. But, yeah, I want to really try to get cauliflower. I haven't planted in the last few years because the heat just desecrates it. And the bugs do that too. So I want to avoid all that. I want to do more of like a Charles Downing where you kind of know. You got to get used to like months, dates, and times. And I didn't need Charles Downing to teach me this. But you should always have backup seeds growing. When something gets pulled, you're dropping another thing. I already do that. So... and I love him. I'm editing tomorrow's video right now, a late winter garden tour. Yep, we have stuff growing. I do too. Oh, look who it is, Freddie. Hi, Freddie. Happy Sunday. How are you, my friend? I say hello to you in all the lives. And I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I've missed you. How are you? Is everything good? But thank you for coming in. I was going to say popping in, coming in. We're just talking about gardening and how it's a little bit more crucial now. Like, I don't know if anyone really has a choice not to grow food now. So I'm growing, well, I started my calabrese broccoli, for all of you to know that, because I couldn't think of the name of it. And this one is 55 days, and that is why I did that. There is another spot. Because the Waltman is 74 days, so I went with this one. That's the trick. You want to beat the bugs. Thank you for that. That's my whole reason why I'm doing it. I didn't grow enough broccoli last year, and you can only do these types of things way early spring for all those bugs come in. You want to get a good harvest, and then the spot will be free, and you can plant something else, and then you can plant the same things. I would say start the seeds probably in like end of August. No, let me say July. Maybe the end of July. because then it'll have the whole month of August for them to get planted out, and you'll get to be able to harvest before it gets too cold. I'm back, just put the kids to bed. Tractor Supply has the seeds out. Oh, they do? We were just talking about, I'm starting winter veggies as you recommended. I hope I can get an early harvest before the heat gets too bad in the summer. Well, that was the whole reason, really, why I did the video. And you all know, if you've been a subscriber of mine for quite some time, I was never a red beet person. I just couldn't get them to grow. And then I experimented last year. I did some in a seed cell tray. And then I planted seeds, and the seed ones are still out there. The last snow that we got, I see a lot of things that are brown. But, yep, I still have a garden tour I didn't post yet. I am like 2 or 3 behind on the wood burning stove. Bear with me. I will post that. These are going to get sick of seeing me. And I will post videos as far as the prepping. And, like, people wanted to see how I store my flour and everything. So I'll show you that in the kitchen. And so that's going on. But back to the beetroot. That really worked for me. And, 1870s homestead. I mean, I follow her, Rachel. She always had problems growing beet, and I just figured it out. And so I have a whole video that's going to be coming out about beetroot, because I don't think anybody wants me to do a live just talking about beets. But needless to say, I do have that as well that's going to be coming out. And that was another reason why I suggested if you get like sparrows or birds or anything like that, you might want to invest in, even for the cabbage moths. You might want to invest in, I think it's just called bug netting. But you want to make sure it's smaller so that the butterfly, the moth, can't get in there and do its dirty deed on whatever it is, you know. They just seem to love like zucchinis and squashes and cauliflower, things of that nature. I did not get enough broccoli last year, so I literally am writing it all down. Like cabbage, 24, cauliflower, 24. I'm not doing 24 of kale though. I still have kale out there. Let me think. My broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. I'm doing 24 of them each. And I will give you this little tip to send you off with. I greatly appreciate all the support you all give me when it comes to my garden. I will say this again, if you need a particular seed, like I have extra bean seeds I could offer. I got some Dollar Tree stores. Don't feel weird or funny, because listen, I may need some borage. I may need something else, and if somebody can send it out to me, that would be awesome. But if you need something because you want to try to grow tomatoes, or you want to try to grow a green pepper, my email is on this live, but you can also go to my last video and leave me a message, and I will leave my emails under all my videos, except the ones that are like further back. But send me an email if I have it. I'm more than happy to share, because I'm very worried and concerned for the people that thought gardening was a joke, or what are you gardening for? And now it's like everyone should be gardening. The food shortages are not going to get any better, and that's what I have to say to that. But if I can help in any way, let me know. So back to the broccolis. I still have my cabbages to do, because I was saying this to Cindy's place. Something came up on Friday. When I did it, I did the broccoli but didn't do the cauliflower or the cabbage or some kale yet. So I still have to plant that. And it's just on a heat mat. When they come up a little bit more, well, for the broccoli anyway, broccoli's already coming up, just a little itty bitty. As soon as they pop up, take the plastic off, and then I have to get the grow light up here. So I have all this other stuff. See all that? I have all this other stuff I have to remove off of here, because that's my one tray. It's 24, and I just did my one broccoli just a little bit ago before I went live. So 24 broccoli, summer coming up, and it's just on a heat mat with a little dome cover over it, and it's really that easy. I can't think of who mentioned it to me. Raganoff Prepper, is that how you say his name? Said he was going to look into bulbs, and I did say that I have just regular grow bulbs and a lamp. and works for me. I grow lots inside of here. So I was going to use the basement for doing my seeds. It's cold down there. And I'm thinking when my friend brought some of my Christmas stuff from his house, I think he might have brought a little pet friend. I think there's a mouse down there now. So it was getting into the sunflower. So Jimmy has to handle that. I'm not gardening down there. Not because I'm afraid of a mouse, but it already was getting into my seeds. So the 2 shelves will most likely be back in the dining room, my friends. Something I didn't want, but listen, I get good light from that. That substitutes. Plus I use 2 Target lights. I talk about that. You can go back in and look. It might be under Back to Basics, and it's just regular grow lights that I got at Home Depot, and that's how I grow my food. And it works. I have no fancy setup. I'm waiting on 1 week before I start seeds, as watching this weather here, it tells me we will have a late spring as we had such a late winter. Yeah, I mean, you could go right into your phone. If you're not familiar with this, you're trying to grow your own food. Like I said, however this community can help, we will help you. But you can go right into your Google on your phone and say, what is my estimated last frost date? And it will tell you. And then you would do, is that 4 to 8 weeks backwards? Anyway, if you have row covers, I have a frost snow cover. Next year, I'd like to do something a little bit different. So I also have that advantage as far as, let's just say, I get all my cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli done. And I don't want a lot of kale, though, because I still have kale out there. I want to get them out. And worst case scenario, I did learn this too. I learned something big this winter season. It's my first time gardening in the winter. Grow Zone 7B in Pennsylvania. 7B? Yeah, 7B. The row cloth, even if the plants are small and you put them out, you have to cover them up. Whether it's a sheet, something. If we do get a late frost, in the closer to springtime. But this is what I learned. You can grow things in the wintertime, like I am, but if the cloth, the row cover cloth, touches the plant, it puts frost onto the plant, it damages the leaves. I had to learn that the hard way this year. That's what I'm saying. We're all still learning. I was just doing experimental gardening for the winter so I could see what works, what doesn't. Broccoli was a little bit different. I wasn't getting a full head. I'm getting sprouts is what I'm getting with that. But Brussels sprouts, there is a little bit of cauliflower out there. Cabbage that I started in advance. That's out there. That's all doing well, but nothing else really is. Because, certain lettuces just won't grow and stuff. It's just too cold. It's way too cold. But so a row cover, 3-in-1. I'm just going to say this now. I can't make any promises, but I'm really going to try. I really wanted this last year, and that was to do the PVC piping going this way. This is my middle bed, the piping, and then put the plastic on it that takes you up to grow zones. That's what I would like to do for the middle of the bed so I have a way to grow, because I don't have a greenhouse here. So I use right here 2 shelves. The one's down the basement. That'll have to come up, and I got to clean all this off. So, with that being said, stay tuned. Like I said, you're still not too late. You could do cabbage, broccoli, but a good tip is to remember is to go in the back. It will say how many days to germinate, 3 to 5 days. Days to maturity is 55 days. So this is the Calabrese right there. That's how I say it. And when I was thinking, like, what broccoli do I want to share? I wanted a fast one, so it's done. Say April, March, the beginning of March. January, February, March, May. I'm so sorry. May. So just look at your days to germinate. But my main point I'm trying to make here is to make sure you look at the days of maturity. Because if it's something that's, say, 100 days or 85 days, it's going to be out there in the heat. And it's going to be out there with the bugs. And broccoli and cabbages and cauliflower. I'm doing the self-blanching cauliflower. This one is 50 to approximately 70 days. So this is not bad at all. And what else? Did I pick on a cabbage? I think I might go for a different cabbage. You ready? I was thinking about doing this cabbage from the Sustainable Seed Company. It's the Charleston Wakefield. Has anyone ever planted this? I was thinking about this, but then I saw it's 70 to possibly 85 days. And I'm not really sure what this particular cabbage tastes like or if it grows to a dome. Either way you look at it, I have my brassica seeds out. I'll just pick another cabbage if I have to, but this is all like, for an example, I mean, the Waltman 29 broccoli, I was considering this one, and it's 80 days to maturity. Now this I can plant in a seed like this later in the summer so that I can be harvesting this in the fall with just a protection from any of the bugs. The goal here is to try to get 2 harvests, and that's what I was trying to explain, but I don't think my words were coming out right in that video of explaining why am I doing this now. Now here's one, green sprouting, Italian heirloom, 60 days. Another broccoli. So yeah, I'm not going to overdo it with the broccoli. I am doing 24 broccolis, 24 cabbages, 24 of the self-blanching cauliflower. And that's going to be my start. I'm not going to do my tomatoes and peppers until some point in February. I'm going to do my peppers first, not my tomatoes. So everything that I do, I will bring you along. Even if I'm cleaning out that I just never finished, my friends. I have to finish cleaning out the freezer, that's the bottom drawer from my fridge. And I have to give you a tour of the 2 other freezers of other stuff that I have grown that's in there. So we are trying to eat some things up. It's just, you know, I'm not going to the store, that's for sure. So just lots of things coming up. And if you see, like I said, that canning video, that's going to be for that can January. I don't know. The link is in here. So I greatly appreciate everyone coming tonight. I really hope everyone takes things a little bit more serious when it comes to depending on yourself. I don't care if you have a deck and nothing else. You can get lots of pots. Potting soil goes in pots. Great drainage. And you can plant peppers, tomatoes, whatever you like, you can do this. And I carry the weight of the world on my shoulder, and I just worry about us all, not just myself. I worry about everyone, and I hope everyone is being smart and really not just looking at this as like a little hobby. Yes, we love the garden. We love the garden, but now we got to get serious, and we may have to help out our families. As much as I wanted to cut back on some things, I may not be able to do that. I may have to stick to the same amount of eggplant that I grew last year because I have my 2 sons and my son's girlfriend. I think it equaled out to me, Jimmy, Jarrett, Lindsay, Johnny. That's 5, and someone else made 6 people I'm going to be feeding. So let's see. I have challenges getting my beets to grow all the way through going to seed. Really? Well, then you're going to want to watch my video, Mr. Jason Avers, because it's a good one. I was very thorough. I wrote it all down. Vanessa Bott. Thank you, Bella Acres. Vanessa Kitty. Hello, hello. The boards that I have came from New England Seed Company in Connecticut. Huh. Okay, they still have it in stock. Oh, thanks for dropping that link. I appreciate it. Just a reminder for email before I go. Thank you so much, Paul. I know. I usually will just go for 2 hours, my friends, but now let me... Oh, another robot. Stay safe, everyone, and good night from England. Paul's going to hop off. I'm usually not this much over. It's like 18 minutes over. I'll be like 5 minutes over, but I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything out. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave me a comment under a previous video, or you can find me on Instagram. You can send me a message there. My email is under every one of my videos. Nikki, I will buzz you. I promise on that. And I just want to say, you know, I am very, very thankful for this community and the friends and some of y'all are family that I have met along the way. Yes, I'm monetized, but you know what? I like the hands-on with everyone, and if you need to know something, you could go to someone and find out a question. It really is a great community, and I personally can say I'm extremely thankful for each and every one of you. I'm not going to change. I am who I am, monetized or not. You're only going to get real over here. And I'm not really trying to do too much other than when Indiana Backyard Gardener, who I love, 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 I spoke to her. And I was like, are you back from your little break for YouTube? In another month. I think I'm going to go through Indiana Backyard Gardener to do at least something for the channel. And that's stickers. I didn't want to rush my stickers. This is Red Road Homestead sticker that she sent me that I love. And thank you again with a beautiful card. But I'm going to start off with stickers first. I'm not trying to rush everything, do a paid membership or a bunch of merch. No, I'm doing stickers first. And then I think the second thing I'm going to do is either hat. I like to wear a baseball cap. I'll throw it back there. Or like probably t-shirts. I'm going to go with t-shirts first. But in due time, I want to enjoy this with YouTube. I don't want to rush everything. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. And to be honest with you, everyone's so loyal and so great and have amazing content on their own channels. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are amazing. You compliment me about my garden, and I'm so appreciative. And the seeds that get sent to me, thank you. The stickers, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sticking it out with me last year. Kind of sounded like a brat because of Shed Wars and the heat and all the storms. And this is a new homestead, I'm trying to adjust too, But yeah, so lots of content coming your way. I actually have a little surprise that's coming up for the channel, but I'm not going to disclose it because I've already had this planned for a month, and I was finally able to get Jimmy to pick it up because this chick is not going into a supermarket. Not with all the spikes, and then I'm doing the challenge, so I don't want to feel like I cheated whatsoever. So stay tuned. There will be some more preparing and prepping videos, like I said, with the holiday and my own family catching COVID. I didn't put out any videos, but I have some other things that you could be doing if you don't have a freeze dryer. And that was a great suggestion that was made about just freezing it in the freezer. I have no mice, half baking soda to a half flour on paper plate. Safe for other animals. Mice can't fart or burp. Is that really true? Oh, I'm telling you, I think it came in here in one of my totes from Christmas because I saw little mice droppings. And then my friend who caught COVID called me, and I was like, well, what were you doing? And he said, oh, I think we have a couple mice in my attic. And I'm like, I think you do, because I think one of your mice came to here and it's now down in the basement. So Jimmy bought some mouse traps, and I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not touching that. I'm not losing a finger. I never had to touch a mouse trap day in my life. So yeah. I think it's just one. And it's just having fun on my sunflower seeds. And you know how I know? Because bottoms of some of my seed packs have the chew marks. So still feel bad for it. It needs to eat too, but it just can't live here. If it's going to live here, it has to pay some rent. Projects with Paul. I got number 5 first smell later on. Love you, Paul. Hello, Projects with Paul. Welcome, welcome. Mary Jemison. Hi, Mel. Hi, Mary. Hi, everyone. Sheila B. Is everyone coming from alive? That everybody's all going to pop in here now? That dome cabbage looks like an alien pod 4 body left out. I know, doesn't it? I'm really curious. I was wondering if somebody ever grew it before I go planting some seeds and be like, oopsie. But it says Charleston Wakefield. Am I saying that properly? Charleston Wakefield. I'm trying to get it so that you don't have to see a glare. But yeah, it grows like on that diagonal. You see that? It basically just says it has tight heads at 4 to 6 pounds, which are larger than typical Wakefield cabbages. Perfect for short season at only 70 days. This cabbage stores well inside or overwinters well in the milder climates. That might have been why I pulled this out, because it's a short season one. Well, that might be the ticket. That might be the one I'm growing. Uh, Sheila B, hello. Body Snatchers. Hello, Mary. Good night, everyone, says Garden State Gardener. Thank you, Joe. Good night. Thank you for coming. Happy Sunday. I hope you have a blessed week. Good to see you, Mel. Love you. Oh, Cindy, I'm so glad you were in here. I know it took me a while sometime to get to the bottom. But you try to get everything out that's coming up or things that you want to do. But I really appreciate you being in the live, and I'm rooting for you. I will be supporting Shed Wars still, even though unfortunately I can't be in it this year. So, but I love you very, very much, Cindy. Stay safe. Great video, Mel. Thank you and good night, all. Oh, Belly Acres, thank you. Cindy's Place saying good night, all. Good night, Cindy's Place. Joe Serrano, Freddie, Farm and Havoc. I love Freddie. Sheila B. Good night, all. Good night, Sheila. Good night, Mel, and everybody here. I hope everyone had fun. I did go over by like 25, 26 minutes, so I'm really sorry about that if you watch it back, which mine usually do pretty well being played back. Just stay tuned for the videos. I will announce the pot growing little challenge with Bake. And yeah, just stay tuned for videos. And please, if you need, there's another bot. But love you, Joe Serrano. I've been fairly impressed with the storability of Pak Choi Keep It Cool. And it keeps, yeah, had it out there. Some of it really wasn't big enough. But after that last note, nope, it's all brown. All gone. But you live and you learn. I was doing things under a row cover and some not. That was the experiment. Now I know what works, what doesn't. But on that note, yeah, thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the super chat to try to get me at the 1995. I'm at 1818 because I want to get Leanne's Mennonite. It's a oh goodness gracious, gonna have a brain fart. It is a book to keep yourself organized, garden, house, things of that nature. It's over, the link's inside here if you want to go back and look at it. It's also over on her page, and her husband bought it for Christmas, and it's in her title. But it's a very good book to have, and I'm looking forward to getting that. These are all awesome. When it comes in, I'll have to put in, like, I don't know what the shipping is, but I'll have to throw in the difference, but I'll be looking forward to showing it to you. So thank you for that. Thank you for a great live. And y'all are awesome. Remember to watch the videos, like them, let the commercials run. It really does help the channel out. Yous are amazing. There's the sprouts. I ate a lot. Sorry, but they sprouted in like 2.5 days. Very good. On that note, have a fantastic week. Love you all. I'll see you throughout the week, and then I will catch you next Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern. So on that note, Paul posted another link. On that note, I love you all, and thank you for coming, and I will see you next week, and I'm super excited about my calendula and my sunflowers, and I'm going to use that for my end screen. Good night, everyone. Have a blessed week.